Hello everybody, my name is Red Diamond and welcome back to another episode of my collection series. Now for those of you who do not know, this is a series where I try to collect every single item and block in release order. Now before I actually begin with the video, I need to say a few things. And number one is, of course, I have to give credits. And I have to give credits to Untracker and Diagonal for being the inspiration for this series. And the second thing is that I want to say a massive thank you to everybody that supported me on my last episode. Now then, the third thing I want to say is that in this version, the alpha version, I'm going to be collecting a whole bunch of different blocks and items. Now, some of the clips that you're going to see are going to be from a few months ago. Yeah, so the next few clips are recorded from a couple months ago, as is the last video, but I'm back now so we can begin with the video. And to start, I just went out exploring to find the majority of the blocks and items. Yeah, I like it. It looks like a little crown or even an apple. Yo, no, that actually looks like an apple.
It's a tornado.
Of course. When I'm not looking for them, I can find them in... No!
No, I'm dropping it.
At least make them rare so it looks like what I did was worth it. While I was in the mines, I did find myself some redstone as well, and oh boy, mining redstone in this version was so slow, even with a diamond pickaxe. Once I had finally mined all the redstone I needed or wanted, I went up and grabbed myself some snowballs, found a few pumpkins, grabbed those as well. I made a jack-o'-lantern as well, but you can't see that. Made a jukebox, a book. Well, I smelted some things into brick and then made a brick block. Gathered some obsidian for another portal. And I made a few snowblocks, mine carts, all sorts of things. So once I had all of this crafted up, I decided I would put it into the chest, which you can see now. Now then, with the majority of the blocks and items collected, I decided I'd move on to collecting two of the harder items, which is the two music discs that it dropped from creepers. So that's what this next part is all about. At the moment, I'm just making myself a little area, I guess, where I'm going to be collecting myself some creepers. I need creepers to collect music discs. Luckily, there are only two music discs in this update, so I don't have to stress too much. So basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to run in here with a creeper chasing me, and then once he gets over here, I'll block this in, break a wall here, and slowly block him in right there, and boom, easy peasy. And once I collect these music discs, I want to make another building, because I want to attempt to make a building for each and every single update that it comes my way. Now then, let's watch the fun part where I fail 100 times. And just so you know, the only reason I'm failing so many times is because this version of the game has no sound, which makes it really hard to know when there's a creeper right behind you. Come on, dude. Ooh, hello, another friendo coming right towards me. Not there. Come this way. God, how absolutely terrible your pathfinding is in these versions. Don't let me. I'm gonna spare you guys the details of the other attempts, but I did blow up a creeper a few times while trying this, and then I eventually figured out that I needed my structure to be a little bit bigger so that the skeleton wouldn't blow itself up as well, because apparently that's how it works. So now we'll just show you the successful attempts. I'm gonna open up this. Open up this, and then I'm gonna open up this. Look, stand here. Come here. Excuse me? Why are you so broken? Why is it here? Yes, yes. Yes! Oh, which one is it? Is that... I think that's... Chirp? No, that's cat. Cat's pretty good. Is it chirp and cat? I think so. Is this a yellow one? Why? Oh, hi. Huh? That's how I go into first person. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's not the one I want.
I got the dark spot. I got the dark spots.
13. Wait, what? That's not 13. Once I had all the music discs, I decided I'd start building a barn this update, so that's exactly what I did. Alright, so... now that I have all the discs, I want to make myself another building. I want to make myself a barn. I want to build it over here But before I can even start on doing that, I want to do a bit of terraforming over here, connect these two hills here, and I might have to move my sugarcane farm there. I couldn't make a very good looking time lapse, so I'm just going to do a nice transition for you guys. Bam! There we go. Doesn't that look amazing? So much more room now. Now I can build myself a little barn here, eh? I will say this, I'm not very good at terraforming, but this is not terrible. Alright, so this is the design I want, kind of. I might improve on it as I'm building it, but this is kind of the design I'm going for like the wall. But before I can even start on the actual wall, I need to make myself an outline for the barn. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and I'm going to show you guys that in just a sec. There we go. I finished my outline of the barn, and I don't like how plain it looks. I was hoping that the depth would make it look a little bit better, but it's... maybe if I add a roof, it'll look a little bit better, but if that doesn't work either, then I'll try to change up some of the boards, make it look a little more rusted, because I do want this to look like an old, beat-up barn, rather than a new, good-looking barn. And I do want to incorporate some of the new blocks that are introduced in Alpha. Also, one thing that I've recently noticed about this version is that leaf decay does not exist, so I just get piles of this, and what I've been doing to get rid of the leaves is just kind of let fire do its thing, because it's effective. Oh, I love watching that every time. And I can do this at any point, even if I still have a few fully grown trees. It doesn't actually damage the logs too much. In fact, it'll just kind of let the logs float. It'll mainly go after the leaves and just let the logs there float. I still need to add some windows and whatnot, and to make it far more realistic, I'm going to add some fans in the back. And there we go. I finished the roof of the barn. And I gotta say, this is a little underwhelming. I thought it would look a little bit better when I put the roof on, but it doesn't tell me that it's a barn. A building is usually when you look at a building, any kind of building, you can usually tell what it's gonna be just by looking at it. This, I couldn't tell you what this is, because I thought like maybe having the logs like this would make it pop out a little bit more, so it looks the way I want it to, but it really isn't working. Alright, how about this? I'm gonna look at some of the blocks, some of the other block choices I have, and maybe I can come up with something different to make it look a little bit better. And if I can't, then I'll figure out some other design. And there we go. I just did a little bit of detailing, put some clay on the bottom, so it hopefully look a bit more like concrete at the bottom. And I'll put in some details, and that just looks 10 times better. I might do a bit more on the walls here. I'm not entirely sure quite yet, but that has already made a massive, massive improvement. So I'm going to do this with the rest of the size, but before I can even continue, I need more clay, because I am almost out. So once I finish off with this, I'm going to go venturing out for more clay. And I'll let you guys know if anything interesting happens. Spoiler alert, nothing interesting happened. You know, I am really, really beginning to hate the fact that this version does not have any sound. I cannot tell you guys the amount of times a sneaker... I meant to say a creeper has snuck up on me because of the fact that I can't hear them. I have died way too many times, and this barn has blown up far too many times as well. It is just... oh, it's such a pain. But I have finished it. I found enough clay. I put the clay away in that chest over there. I have enough clay. I got all the way around, and I put in the details all the way around the outside. For now, this is decent. I don't have much to work with, but this isn't terrible, and I kind of like it. Now I just got to do interior. I suck at interior, but my plan is to go for like a concrete type of floor. So I'm thinking, because I do also want this to be usable, I'm thinking I have like cows over here, and then maybe sheep over here or something. Piggies might also be useful. Then again, I can't breed them right now. I want to do cows, and I'll do cows and pigs. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Put cows over here, and then piggies over here, and I'll put in some details at the back here as well. I'll let you guys know how that looks once I actually get it going. There we go. Look at that. I finished the interior of the little barn. I tried to make it as accurate as possible to a more modern barn. So for this side, I have like a cow area where all the cows would lie down in the sand and sleep. And I have a water trough over here. Obviously, it doesn't have water and it doesn't look very good right now because stairs are still very buggy in this version. Hopefully that'll be fixed later on. But yeah, this is the cow side of the pen. And then this is the pig side. And I just have a few troughs that you can put water into. And then usually you'd have like feed over here in front of the railings so that they can stick their head through and eat it. But obviously I'm not going to need to do that. I'm just going to need to go in there and actually feed them myself because it's Minecraft. But yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Later on I want to make a better fencing area over here, but for now it'll just be like this. What I think that's pretty good. I would have made a fan on the back here, but I can't make a fan in the alpha version quite yet. It wouldn't look very good. I tried, just it doesn't work. Doesn't work. So for now I'm just gonna leave it like this. Alright, now that I have the barn done, I can finally move on to actually getting some more blocks, which I do need to get a fair few more, I believe. Because I have a majority of them. I think there are just a few more that I need to get. So now that I've got my barn kind of complete, I'm gonna go fishing. Because I need to catch 2 fish. I need to catch 2 raw fish, and then I need to cook one of them. So, let's see how long this takes. I'm fairly certain that fish is the only thing I can get from water right now. I don't think you can get any treasures. Yeah, okay, it's just fish. Oh my goodness, I forgot about the old fish texture. I caught the 2 fish, and then I cooked the one in a furnace with 2 sticks, and that's all you guys really need to know for these muted clips. Hopefully it's the same. It should be. Yeah, okay. And hopefully grab my sound back, because playing without sound has been just awful. Oh. Scratch that. I'm going to grab only what I need. Please tell me it's not that. Never mind. I'm going to grab. What? Okay. Never mind. I'm going to grab 10. I'm sorry. Did I see that right? Okay. I was going to look for Sultan, but I saw this gas shooting at me, and I could have sworn he was shooting a flaming snowball at me. That's exactly what that is. That's a flaming snowball. Yes, I found soul sand. Let's go. While I'm collecting some soul sand, I want to ask you guys a quick question. Eventually, I'm gonna have explored this world just way too much, and I want your guys' opinion. Should I be allowed to reset chunks? I would like to reset chunks so it's a little bit easier for me to get around and find new blocks that I need, because otherwise I find that it's just going to be an absolute pain to do it. Leave your opinion in the comments and try to be kind. Anyway, with all that said and all the blocks collected from the nether, I decided to head back to the surface. Really quick, I want to show you guys the crafting recipe for the glowstone, and it is very expensive for this version. 9 glowstone per glowstone block, and each glowstone only gives out 1 glowstone dust, so that is very expensive. So that's a total of 9 glowstone blocks to be able to move a single glowstone block. But with that all out of the way, I think I have everything except for 1 block. Okay, so it turns out I don't have everything, and I am missing 1 item. I only need 1 item still, which is the slime ball. I'm missing the slime ball, which means I need to find a slime. I'll spare you guys the details. They disabled slime spawning in this specific version because of how buggy it was. That's my bad. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna collect everything that I still can collect that isn't disabled for whatever reason. And once I have all that, I'm gonna put them in the museum, and then I'm going to update to beta for this video, just for a little bit, so I can get the slime ball. And then I'll complete beta in the next episode. Alright, looks like my last block is going to be a bookshelf. Bop, bop, bop. Bookshelf. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna go place this all into the museum, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, now that these are finally obtainable, I can now place down the bookshelf, as well as the brick block, which is in between the sign and iron block. And since I wasn't able to do this permanently last time, I can also place down my fire. Next up is iron door, lever, and redstone dust. Redstone ore, which I don't have, redstone torch, button, stone button specifically, then stone pressure plate and wood pressure. Then was ice and snow layer. Don't have those, can't get those. But after that was the snow block, then the boat. Right, the boat, the boat, the boat. Boat, 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 boat. Just gonna make sure that doesn't go anywhere. After the boat was the cactus. There we go, cactusy boy. Clay, water, earth, sugarcane. With these three elements combined, you can make paper. After the sugarcane was jukebox, minecart with chest, and then furnace minecarts. And after those was the oak fence. After the oak fence came the pumpkin, and then the jack-o'-lantern, glowstone, bloodstone, and soul sand. Wow, that's a lot of blocks. Oh, I forgot to mention, this spot is actually reserved for the nether portal block, which I'm hopefully gonna get in the next update. And then came these two. My bad. Thought I'd just mention that. Alright, now we can move on to the items. And up first we have the snowball, leather, and a milk bucket. After the milk bucket is the book, then the brick, and then the clay, and paper. Everything here is pretty self-explanatory on how to get. And then I would have a slime ball here, but obviously I don't have that until the next update. But after slime ball is the egg, disc 13, disc cat, and then a compass, fishing rod, a clock, fish, cooked fish, and glowstone. I don't think I need to explain how I got any of those. It's all pretty self-explanatory. Alright, now I can actually move on to getting that slime ball that I missed. So I'm going to try doing that without corrupting my game. I'm going to see if I can go backwards and update. Obviously, I'm going to make a backup of my world before I do this, but I'm going to see if I can go backwards and update without corrupting my world to see if I can get a slime to spawn that way. Then I don't have to kind of break one of my rules. I did it. Oh, I did it. I traveled back in time. Also, I can hear it again. Oh, I love that. That is far scarier when you can actually hear them. I didn't like that. I'll let you guys know once I find a slime. Yeah. I know you guys can't see the screen right now, but I crashed. I think I got too close to my my base with full render distance, so that's probably why I crashed. I'm gonna see if I can do something about that. Hang on. Alright, I did it. I found myself a slimy guy over here. Now I just gotta kill him. I did have to go back another version. Oh, it's just a little guy. Nice. I did have to go back another version because apparently they were still removed in the version I was already in. But I now have a... Oh my gosh, I hate that. But now I now have a slime ball, so I can bring this back to my base and put it in the chest. Oh! Oh no. Oh, that ain't good. Nope, I did crash. Okay. Yeah, I figured. Alright, I was having a lot of problems with this, but I eventually fixed it and was able to go back to the update that I started in. So, once I did that, I found a slime that was still spawned in from the previous update, killed it, and got my slime ball. And that's all that really matters, and I'm not going to waste your time with anything else. Okay, well, I got the slime ball. That's all that matters. Yeah. I fixed the issues. I got the slime ball. That's all that matters. And now I'm going to go home. And there we go. Last item on my list, the slime ball. And that is absolutely all of the items and blocks in the alpha version. Oh, that took a lot longer than I thought it would, but I am pretty proud of all the progress I've made. Got all the blocks I can possibly get in this update, and from the previous updates as I was unable to collect from beforehand. And I made a cool new barn that I absolutely just loved. It's gotten a lot. It was not very good in the beginning, but I've made it a whole lot better. Look at that. You got the sand for the cows, troughs, all sorts of things. Anyway, since I now have all of this done, all this progress in this update, I am very proud of all of the things I've done. So, with all that said, I think it is time for me to end the episode here. I hope to see you guys in the next episode as well, and I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. With that, I am out.